Okay, summer campers and other public visitors, welcome to the Louisiana Art and Science Museum. I am Mr. Michael. This is the Irene W. Pennington Planetarium at ExxonMobil Space Theater. We'll just go over the house rules real quickly while we're waiting on Miss Chandra. She's going to give a stargazing performance. Please don't put your feet on the seat or the railing in front of you. Please don't go that way. I'm about to say that too. There's another exit over here on this side called the Planet Tower exit. Please be mindful the Planet Tower exit is an exit only. The door will lock behind you. You cannot get back into the theater from this exit. So summer campers during the show, please don't go this way. And if you need the elevator for whatever reason, please exit the same way you entered right there. Please don't put your feet on the seat or the railing in front of you. And here is Miss Chandra ready to go.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Irene W. Pennington Planetarium at the Louisiana Art and Science Museum. Before we begin our feature presentation, we do have a few house rules for the adults. If you have a cell phone, please place it on vibrate. If you need to leave the theater at any time, we ask that you exit on the same side in which you entered. You may also exit on the opposite side, but keep in mind you're going to exit near the exit sign. You're going to walk down the hall and you're going to arrive upon a door. When you open the door, you're going to be in our planet tower, and there you will meet all the planets relative size to our dome being a model of the sun. The door will close behind you, it will lock, and there's only stairs on that side of the building. So for those persons in a wheelchair, you want to exit on this side. But you can see the planet tower downstairs when you walk across down on the bottom floor. All right, you guys ready for your planetarium experience? All right, here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our planet Earth has just rotated from day to night, and the daytime star of the sun has set for the evening in the western portion of the sky. Now, to begin our presentation today, I want to begin by showing you the north, south, east, and west. Keep in mind that this is not the true north, south, east, or west. We place them where we would like for them to be. The front of the dome is going to be the south. The back of the dome is going to be the north. The side in which you entered is going to be the east, and the opposite side is going to be the west. Sit back in your seats, relax as if you're at the movies as we begin our tour of the night sky. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am going to teach you how to stargaze. And stargazing is when you take a look into the night sky and you look for groups of stars that form shapes and patterns in the sky. And we call those our seasonal constellations. Now, we find the constellations according to the season and the time in which you're taking a look into your night sky. Now, we all know that we're in that season by the name of summer, but we just arrived in the season of summer just on June the 21st. So think about it. All the time you may have been out of school for summer vacation, it was still spring until just last weekend on June the 21st. That's when we begin that new season by the name of summer. Alrighty, guys. So let's see. Once the daytime time star the sun sets for the evening, our night sky turns into that magical storybook called our seasonal constellations. Let's begin our tour of the night sky. Now, first up, guys, as we take a look into the sky up above, I want you to think about where you live and when you walk outside of your house at night. Do you see lots of stars in the sky where you live? Oh, and can you also see a milky band of light traveling through the sky? Okay, all right. Some of you are going to say yes, and others of you are going to say no. All right. Most people don't live where you can see lots of stars in the sky and a deep sky object traveling through the sky by the name of the Milky Way galaxy. It's because right now, guys, we're taking a look at a country sky. And if you live where there is a country sky, you live far away from all the city lights. So that's why you're able to see lots of stars and deep sky objects. But most of us don't live where there is a country sky. Most of us are going to live where the sky is beautiful and blue. And it has a little or a lot of, light pollution. Now, where is the light pollution coming from? Think about it for a moment. We live in subdivisions and communities, and at night the streetlights turn on, and those streetlights are light polluting the sky. So that's why most of us are going to live where the sky is beautiful and blue with a little or a lot of light pollution. But no matter where you live, we hope that after today, you'll want to go out and do a little stargazing. Here we go, guys. We're going to begin in the northern portion of the sky. I want you to look for the red laser pointer because I am pointing to the most famous star in the night sky, and it tells us that this is true north. This star's name is the North Star, and the North Star is in the handle of what we call the Little Dipper. Can you see the Little Dipper in the sky? Well, the Little Dipper is very difficult to see, all right? But it is always there, winter, spring, summer, or fall. We can always find the Little Dipper in the sky, and the constellation's name is Ursa Minor, the little bear. If you use your imaginations, we can create an image of the little bear in the sky by the name of Ursa Minor. Now that we found Ursa Minor in the sky and the stars that forms the Little Dipper, let's go back to the North Star and travel down to the two pointer stars in the Big Dipper. Now the Big Dipper looks like a big spoon that you would use to serve super gumbo out of a pot. The Big Dipper is also called an asterism. It's a subset of stars within the constellation by the name of Ursa Major, the Big Bear. Because there are more stars out there that forms the Big Bear in your sky tonight. Well, we're going to keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're going to go back to the North Star and travel up to three bright stars that form a three-pointed geometrical shape in the sky. Here's star number one, star number two, and star number three. If we take a good look, I am making the geometrical shape called a triangle, and it is called the summer triangle. The summer triangle is another asterism in the sky. It is three bright stars along with three constellations. As we take away the summer triangle, but let's take a quick look. The first star's name is Altair. The group of stars here sort of forms a kite in the sky. Do you see the group of stars that forms a kite in the sky? All right, because when you do, it is going to be an eagle by the name of Aquila the eagle. Yes, now we're going to leave and travel to this star. This star's name is Lyra. I'm sorry, this star's name is Vega, and the constellation's name is Lyra the Harp. To find Lyra in the sky, we look for the stars that forms a old school flip phone in the sky, or maybe a handheld radio. Here you will find the constellation by the name of Lyra the Harp, and the bright star's name is Vega. Now let's take a look at Lyra the harp in the sky. All right. And there you'll find the harp in the sky. All right. Then we'll travel here to meet this star by the name of Deneb. Deneb means tail feather. This is the tail of a beautiful swan. Follow the tail of the swan through its wingspan down to its body to its head. This beautiful swan's name is Cygnus the Swan, but it sort of looks like a cross in the sky, but it's not a cross at all. It's the beautiful swan known as Cygnus the Swan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to fly through this Milky Way galaxy with Cygnus the Swan and Aquila the Eagle to arrive upon our first, another asterism in the sky. Now, as we take a look at this asterism in the sky, you are going to see a group of stars that forms a teapot in the sky. Do you see the teapot? let me help you out. Let me help you out. There's the teapot in the sky. Now remember, the teapot is another asterism in the sky. When you find a teapot in the sky, it's a zodiac constellation by the name of Sagittarius. Because there are more stars out there that form Sagittarius in your sky tonight. And remember, Sagittarius is the centaur. He is half man, half horse. He has a bow and arrow in his hand, and he is shooting into a bright red star by the name of Antares. Antares represents the heart of a scorpion. The group of stars here forms a JR hook shape in the sky. This is going to be the zodiac constellation known as Scorpius the Scorpion. But to find it tonight, just look for the stars that form the tree in the sky, and there you will find the scorpion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, these are all of the summer constellations that can be found in your sky tonight. But if we take a look into the sky up above, of course, you notice that you can see more stars, groups of stars that form shapes and patterns in the sky. And that's because our night sky is like a magical storybook with all sorts of characters. There are over 88 official constellations that can be found in your sky according to the season and the time. So we're going to say goodbye to the magical storybook in our sky tonight called our seasonal constellations. We encourage you all to go out the next opportunity you get. Take a look into the night sky and see if you can find a constellation or two. If at any time you go out and you can't see any stars in the sky, it's simply just the clouds blocking the view of the stars. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Were you trying to get a picture? Are you good? You sure? Okay. All right. Well, now, guys, we're gonna keep it moving. All right. Because not only can we find constellations in our sky tonight, we can also find a planet or two. So, how many planets are in our solar system? 13. Okay, listen up. Quiet, quiet. There are 8 planets in our solar system. There used to be 9. The ninth planet by the name of Pluto is now considered to be a dwarf planet. So therefore, there are 8 planets in our solar system. Now, before I advance the time, I'm gonna let you get that picture, okay? Here you go. Bring it up, and you can. It should let us do it. There you go. All right, you can take that picture now. Are you ready? All right, here we go. All righty, everybody. Out of your sky tonight, you can find 7 planets, okay? Hold on to your seats. We're going to travel to our night sky to meet the planet that is closest to the sun. And we know that that planet's name is Mercury. Mercury can be found along the western horizon tonight. If you take a look at it through a telescope, it's going to look like your closest celestial neighbor in space, the moon. But it will be the planet by the name of Mercury. Mercury is hot in the daytime and freezing at night. Just above Mercury tonight, you will find the largest planet in our solar system by the name of Jupiter. Jupiter is the largest planet in our solar system. You can find it in your sky tonight with the unaided eye. No need for binoculars or telescopes. But if you had a telescope, this is what you would see. Now, if you take a look at Jupiter, you'll find it's the largest planet. It is so large we can fit about 1,300 to about 1,321 planet Earths inside of Jupiter. It is also home to a spot known as the Great Red Spot. Now, the Great Red Spot is sort of like a hurricane slash tropical storm that's been spinning for hundreds and hundreds of years. Now, the Great Red Spot used to be so large you could fit about 3 planet Earths inside the Great Red Spot. But NASA tells us that the Great Red Spot is shrinking, so therefore you can fit about 1 planet Earth inside of the Great Red Spot. And just above Jupiter will be something bright in the sky that sort of looks like a planet. I'm sorry, it's going to look like a star, but it is going to be the planet by the name of Venus. Venus is going to be out in your sky tonight as well along the western horizon. Well, these are the 3 planets that can be found in your sky tonight: Mercury, Jupiter, and Venus. But hold on to your seats. We're going to advance the time to the pre dawn hours, and that's when we can find a planet that is known for its beautiful, magnificent rings in the sky. And that planet's name is Saturn. In the pre dawn hours, you can find Saturn in your sky. But in order to see the rings of Saturn, you're going to need the help of a telescope. Out near Saturn, you will also find the windiest planet in our solar system by the name of Neptune. The only way to find Neptune in your early morning sky, you're going to need the help of a telescope because it's so far, far away. And near the eastern horizon in the pre dawn hours, you can find the rusty, dusty planet by the name of Mars. We call Mars the rusty, dusty planet because it's covered in something called iron oxide. And that iron oxide is like any old rusty, dusty object back here on our planet Earth. Mars also has a lot of grand geological features like our planet Earth. It is home to the tallest inactive volcano and mountain by the name of Olympus Mons. And it's also home to the largest canyon in the solar system, known as Valles Marineris, also known as the Mariner Valley. Now, the Mariner Valley is so large, if you were to take it and place it inside a map of the United States, it would extend from the East Coast to the West Coast. And Mars has two moons that we think are possible asteroids from the asteroid belt. Along the eastern horizon in the morning, you can also find that planet by the name of Uranus. Now, you might pronounce it Uranus, but we don't pronounce it Uranus anymore. We pronounce it Uranus. And the only way to find Uranus in your early morning sky, you're going to need the help of a telescope because it's so far, far away, just like Neptune. They're beautiful blue because of a gas by the name of methane gas. But Uranus is the only planet in our solar system that is not on its side and sits on a tilt. But you can find all four of them out in your pre-dawn hours in your early morning sky. Say goodbye to the planet. Say goodbye. All right now. The planets are now hold on. One, two, three. One, two, three. Now hold on here. I might be a little old, but I can hear good, all right? So let's keep the noise down to a minimum, okay? All right, here we go, guys. Next, we're gonna meet our closest celestial neighbor in space. Who could it be?
The moon.
It's the moon.
Uh-huh.
And tonight, the moon is going to be in that phase called waning gibbous, believe it or not. It looks like a full moon. We're leaving that phase called full moon when the moon shines bright in your sky, and now it's starting to wane. And the more and more you look at it each night, it's going to have a funny shape when it's a gibbous moon. It's going to look like a funny shaped lemon in your sky tonight, at least to me. All right? We're in that phase called waning gibbous, just leaving that phase by the name of full moon. Now, guys, I have a question for you. The moon is shining awfully bright. Does the moon produce its own light? No. It reflects light from our daytime star called the what? The sun. So without the sun, the moon would have no light. Remember, the moon rotates and orbits around our planet Earth. Takes it 29.5 days, equivalent to about 1 month. And depending upon where it is in its orbit, when you take a look at it in the sky, it is going to appear to have various shapes. You see, sometimes it's big around like a big basketball. Sometimes it's half of a moon like a half-eaten pizza. And sometimes it's a crescent shaped like a banana. And sometimes it's a gibbous moon when it looks like a lemon to me. You can find the moon in your sky early morning, early evening, or night. See you later, moon. Alrighty, guys. Well, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we can still see a milky, milky band of light traveling through our sky. And we know that this milky, milky band of light is our own Milky Way galaxy. Now, the Milky Way galaxy is actually a spiral galaxy with arms. It is millions and billions of stars. The arms that you see here are named after prominent constellations. We happen to live in one of the outer arms of the Milky Way galaxy in the Orion arm. Remember the sun and all the stars you see in your night sky, they are a part of the Milky Way galaxy. And don't forget that we live in the Milky Way galaxy. And when you can't remember what galaxy you live in, always remember that delicious, creamy Milky Way candy bar. And we can all remember that we live in the Milky Way galaxy. We're going to say goodbye to the Milky Way galaxy. And remember, all right now, remember, The only way to see the Milky Way galaxy, you're going to need to live where there is a country sky. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please sit back in your seats, relax as if you're at the movies, as we present to you the second half of your planetarium experience. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy Earth, Moon, and Sun. One summer day in Frog Creek, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. Jack and his sister Annie climbed into the treehouse and found it was filled with books. They soon discovered that the treehouse was magic and that it could take them to the places in the books. Jack and Annie eventually learned that the treehouse belongs to Morgan Le Fay, a magical librarian of Camelot. Morgan and her friend Merlin the magician have sent Jack and Annie on many wondrous adventures. Now, anytime the magic treehouse appears in the Frog Creek woods, Jack and Annie know something amazing is about to happen.
I just smell it.
Oh, yeah? How did you know?
I just had a feeling.
Well, we don't know it's the treehouse. It could have been lightning, or
Or what?
I don't know, maybe a meteorite or something.
Jack, look.
Where?
Over there.
Oh, man.
Yay! I told you. Morgan? Merlin?
I wonder where we're going this time.
Who knows? Hurry and let's climb up.
There's no one here.
But there's a book.
Yeah, and a note. See?
What does it say?
Dear Jack and Annie, I need your help. I must answer these questions before tomorrow. I know you can find the answers if you try. Use this book to help you, and meet me here when you return from your adventure. M.
Oh, wow. M. We're going on another Merlin mission.
But I don't think that's Merlin's handwriting.
Oh, well, maybe it's Morgan.
But Morgan never signs her notes with an M.
Jack, it doesn't matter. We're going on an adventure.
Oh, yeah, right.
So what are the questions?
Let's see. How many stars in the starry night sky? If we flew to the sun, how long would we fly? Will we travel to planets, and will it be soon? Will we ever be able to live on the moon? How does it feel to journey through space? And why is our Earth so special a place? Oh man, that's a lot of questions. Where do we start?
Well, the note says we should use the book to help us.
Right, check it out.
A basic guide to space.
Astronomers like this one study the sky.
So maybe we should start by talking to an astronomer
Okay, I wish we could go.
and meet this astronomer.
Hello? Excuse me? Hello?
Out here, through the window.
Oh my! I never noticed a tree house in that tree.
I know. We just got here.
Oh, but how?
It's not important. We have some big questions we need the answers to.
We're trying to help a friend.
Are you by any chance an astronomer?
Why, yes, I am.
Great.
We need to know about stars and planets and stuff.
Oh, well, you've come to the right place. Why don't you come inside? Just a second.
This is great. He seems really nice.
Yeah, he does.
Do you have the list of questions?
Yup.
Come into the observatory. I'll show you our telescope.
Great.
Wow. It's really dark in here.
Oh, hold on. Let me open the dome.
Oh, wow. Look at all the stars. That's a lot more than you can see in Frog Creek.
Oh, yes. We built our observatory high on this mountain, far away from the lights of any town. The darker it is, the more stars you can see in the night sky.
Oh, that's the first question. How many stars in the starry night sky?
Well, that's an excellent question. How many stars in the starry night sky? Well, it depends on how you look at it. Literally.
What do you mean?
Well, if you looked up at the sky without a telescope on the clearest, darkest night, you could see only about 2,000 stars.
Only?
That sounds like a lot.
Well, with a powerful telescope like the one here in the observatory, you could see millions and millions of stars.
Oh, man.
And even that number is puny compared to how many stars there are in the universe.
Oh, yeah? How many stars are there in the universe?
Well, we can't be exactly certain, but we astronomers think there are about 10 billion trillion and 7.
And 7?
Only kidding. A little astronomer humor.
Good one.
Thanks.
Wow, the universe must be really big to hold all those stars.
Oh, yes, the universe is bigger than you can possibly imagine, and getting bigger all the time. But even with all those stars, it's still mostly just trillions and trillions of miles of open space.
Wow.
Sorry to change the subject, but we have another question.
Shoot.
Okay. If we flew to the sun, how long would we fly?
Actually, you're not changing the subject at all. You see, the sun is a star too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We studied that in school.
It doesn't look like a star.
That's because it's so much closer to Earth.
Yikes!
Don't worry, the sun is lots closer to Earth than any other star, but it's still over 93 million miles away.
So, how long would it take to get there?
Well, if you traveled at the speed of light, you could get there in about 8 minutes. That's how long it takes sunlight to get from the sun to Earth.
Great. 8 minutes. Got it.
Hold on. You can't travel at the speed of light. That's over 1,000,000 times faster than the fastest passenger jet on Earth.
Oh,
And besides, you wouldn't want to fly to the sun anyway. You'd burn up. The surface of the sun is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit. That's more than 60 times hotter than the hottest place on Earth. And if you even got anywhere near the sun, its gravity would pull you inside to the core, where it's 27 million degrees. So whatever you do, do not fly to the sun.
Okay, we won't.
But if we could.
Okay, let's see. 93 million miles from Earth to the sun. Fastest passenger jet can fly about 600 miles per hour. 93 million divided by 600, that's 155,000 hours divided by 24 hours in a day, divided by 365 days per year. Okay, in the fastest passenger jet on Earth, it would take you about 17 years and 8 months to fly to the sun. So you should definitely pack a lunch.
Okay, good. Thank you. 17 years, 8 months. Pack a lunch. Okay, next question. Will we travel to planets and will it be soon?
Oh, well, actually, in a way, we've already traveled to the other planets in our solar system.
We have.
Yes. But I'm sorry, I really don't have time to explain. Oh, wait a minute. Do you kids know how to use a computer?
Sure.
Good. Then let me set you up in my office. Do a search for space probes. You'll see what I mean.
Okay, thanks. Oh, and thanks for the answers to the first questions.
56%, it's fine.
There. That should get you started.
Great. Thanks,
Holy
Dr. Barnett.
knockoff.
You're welcome.
See you later.
Good luck.
Okay, space probes. Let's see what we've got.
That third one looks good. Let's go there.
Okay.
Space probes are unmanned spacecraft sent to explore distant regions of space. These mechanical explorers become the hands, eyes, and ears of the scientists who stay behind to receive the information they send back to Earth.
Oh, so that must be what Dr. Barnett meant when he said we'd already visited other planets.
I guess so.
Voyagers 1 and 2 left Earth over 25 years ago. Their mission? To explore the gas giant planets Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune.
I wonder why they call them gas giants.
These super cold, forbidding planets are called gas giants because they do not have solid surfaces.
Oh.
Though some may have small rocky centers, they are mostly gigantic balls of swirling gases and liquids.
Yuck. That doesn't sound like much fun.
Both Voyager spacecraft are now on their way to study deep space, the vast part of space that exists beyond our solar system.
Wow.
Yeah.
In 1990, the Magellan space probe used radar to make detailed maps of Venus, Earth's sister planet. The radar revealed a mountainous terrain beneath Venus's thick clouds, including as many as 1 million volcanoes. People used to think there might be life on Venus, but we now know that the scorching temperature beneath Venus's clouds is far too hot for any life as we know it to survive, and that the clouds that cover the planet are poison.
I guess we won't be vacationing under those volcanoes anytime soon.
The Mars Pathfinder delivered the Sojourner rover to Mars in 1997. For 3 months, Sojourner explored the rocky surface of our chilly neighbor planet, while the Pathfinder sent pictures and information back to Earth.
That's so cute.
The Pathfinder's mission ended when the lander's batteries died. The Pathfinder was then unable to send information back to Earth. But the little Sojourner rover could still be traveling the surface of Mars, trying to communicate.
Oh.
More recent missions have
54%.
sent even clearer pictures of Mars' surface back to Earth, the possibility that primitive forms of life once existed there. Other space probes have visited asteroids and comets and have taught astronomers about the moons of Jupiter and other planets. Pioneer 10 and Pioneer 11 completed missions to Jupiter and Saturn over 20 years ago. They have now passed well beyond Pluto's orbit and are headed in opposite directions toward distant constellations. Each carries an engraved plaque that shows any other possible creatures in the universe, what we Earthlings look like, and where we're located in space. The Voyager probes also carry messages of goodwill. So far, no one, or no thing, has answered our cosmic greeting cards. But we can wait. And wait. And wait.
我们都很想念你们，有空请到这儿来玩。
Hello from the children of planet Earth. Wow, I feel like we've been all over the solar system.
Me too. And we never even left the room.
Well, we still have 3 more questions to go.
Yeah.
Maybe we can keep using Dr. Barnett's computer to find the answers.
Okay. Let's check out the rest of this website.
Look, FAQs, frequently asked questions. Maybe ours are frequently asked questions. What's next on the list?
Let's see. Will we ever be able to live on the moon?
Look, there it is. Will human beings ever be able to live on the moon?
Great. Check it out.
Some people believe our next visits to the moon should be to establish permanent settlements. Because there's no atmosphere on the moon, people might live in communities built underneath sealed domes. Domes would provide air for moon residents to breathe and protect them from the very hot and very cold moon temperatures. These lunar colonies might extract oxygen from moon soil and get water by melting moon ice from the craters near the North and South Poles. There are many problems to be solved before people can live on the moon. But someday, people might even take vacations there.
Tranquility Tours, Moonbeam Express, now arriving at Jetport 4. Enjoy your stay.
That was pretty cool.
I'll say. I'd love to go back to the moon someday.
Attention visitors and guests. The Observatory and Science Center will be closing in 5 minutes.
Oh, wow. We'd better sign off and get back to the treehouse.
Right. Thanks, Dr. Barnett. Bye.
Okay. Stars in the sky, fly to the sun, visit the planets, live on the moon. What's next?
How does it feel to journey through space?
Oh, well, we went to the moon once.
Yeah, but that was magic. We got there in like a second.
So we need to talk to someone who's done it in a spaceship, like an astronaut.
Maybe the book can help us find someone. Check the index.
Look, astronauts, pages 47 to 54.
Great. Former astronaut Catherine Thornton has spent nearly 1,000 hours in space.
Wow, I wish we could learn about traveling in space from her.
That's funny. I don't think we went anywhere.
Hello.
Yikes! The book is talking.
Did you want to learn what it's like to be in space?
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you everything you need to know.
Great. Annie, what's happening?
I don't know. I said I wish we could learn from Catherine Thornton. I thought we'd go visit her, but maybe we can learn from the book.
Sure you can. Lots of us have traveled in space and written about it. What would you like to know?
I don't know. Was it weird?
Well, the neatest thing about being in space is floating. Everything floats, including the astronauts.
When you're weightless, you use your hands to move. If you need to do work with your hands, you have to find a way to tie yourself to the work site. Second thing about being in space is chasing your food. Astronauts don't get to have toys to play with, and so they play with their food. Sometimes the commander, who's the boss, will take a handful of M&Ms and release them, and the crew floats around gobbling up these M&Ms out of the air.
What about crumbs?
In space, they float, and they get in your eyes, and they get in your ears. And so most of the foods that we eat in space don't make crumbs. It has to be sticky things that will stick to your spoon, or drinks have to be contained in bags with a straw on it so you can drink it without getting all over.
So, how did you take a bath?
We have a washcloth and soap and have a liquid shampoo that you just squirt on your hair and towel it off and don't have to rinse. And in that way, you stay pretty clean without ever having to get in a bathtub. Because of the weightlessness in space, we are not using energy to stand like you are, or walk, or climb this treehouse. We are just floating around using almost no energy at all. And so there are times during the day we do have to do our exercise so that we will be in good shape to come home.
How did you sleep?
Sleeping is different than at home in that we don't have to go to bed. We can just close our eyes and sleep. If you were to do that sitting here in the treehouse, you might fall out. Most of us like to sleep in sleeping bags, either tied onto the wall or the ceiling or the floor, so we don't go floating around too much. One of the neatest things about being in space and having jobs to do outside the spaceship is that you get to walk in space.
Wait, you actually walked in space?
What was that like?
When you're walking in space, you are your own spaceship. And you get to see the world, the Earth, or the stars without looking through a window frame. And it's like you're a part of it. You're more a part of it than you are when you're inside the space capsule or the space shuttle. And even though it's called spacewalking, you aren't really walking. You use your hands to move around, and your feet are mostly useless. When you're working with tools, all your tools have to be tied on all the time so that you won't let go of them and have them drift away. Sometimes they get all tangled up. But you know, even though we go to space to do a job, most astronauts will tell you that they love weightlessness. It's so much fun.
So that's the answer. How does it feel to journey through space?
It's fun. Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, just one more question. Why is our Earth so special a place?
Gosh, I don't know. There's so many interesting things about space. Look at all this stuff. Nebulas. And galaxy clusters. And supernovas. And pulsars. And black holes. It all looks so neat. I mean, I wish we could go see a black hole.
Annie, no!
What happened?
You were pointing to a picture of a black hole in the book, and you wished we could go there.
Oops. But I don't see anything. I don't even know what a black hole is.
Let me check the book. A black hole is formed when a giant star explodes and collapses. The tiny object that remains where the star used to be still has an enormous gravitational pull. So anything that gets too close to this dark, mysterious object is pulled inside and disappears forever.
Yikes! Let me see. A person who traveled too close to a black hole would be stretched by the powerful gravity of the hole until he or she were as thin as a strand of spaghetti. This effect is called spaghettification.
Oh, man.
Look,
What's that?
I think it's a black hole. I think we're moving toward it.
Oh, no!
We must have gotten too close.
What are we gonna do?
We've got to get home before we get stretched into spaghetti and disappear forever.
But how? We don't have a Frog Creek book.
I know! Our note! We can use it to get back to Morgan in Camelot.
But what if it's Merlin?
Chuck, it doesn't matter.
Right. You're right. Where's the note?
Here.
Okay, I wish we could go and
visit and...
Oh, man. That was pretty scary.
I'll say.
But I don't think this is Camelot.
Hello? Morgan? Merlin? Hello?
Jack, Annie, hi.
You're not Morgan or Merlin.
No, I'm Mary. Mary Pope Osborne. I sent you a note.
Oh, M is for Mary.
Yes, sorry if I confused you.
That's okay. But where are we? This isn't Camelot, is it?
No, this is Connecticut.
Oh,
Did you find the answers to my questions?
All but one, I think.
and I wrote them all down. Here.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'm working on a planetarium show with my husband, Will, and we needed some research on space.
So that was our mission. Cool.
Glad we could help.
Where did you go for the answers?
Lots of places. We visited an observatory and talked to an astronomer, and we went on the internet to learn about space probes and moon colonies.
And we learned about traveling in space from a real astronaut in a book.
And then we accidentally almost got sucked into a black hole and spaghettified.
No, really?
Yep, we made it here just in time.
And we got all the answers but the last one. Why is our Earth so special a place?
Oh, yes.
Sorry we didn't solve that one for you.
Actually, that's a question I wanted you to answer for yourselves. You'll find the answer in your own backyard. You can think about it after you go home.
Oh, wow. Home. How do we get back to Frog Creek? Do you have a Frog Creek book we could borrow?
No, sorry.
So, how do we get back?
No. Turn it over.
Oh, to Jack and Annie, Frog Creek. That should do it.
Well, I guess we should go. Call us if you ever need us again.
I will. Thank you for all your good research.
Sure, no problem.
Okay. I wish we could go.
Home to Frog Creek.
Bye. Good luck.
We're back.
Yeah.
That was some adventure. I'm glad we didn't disappear forever into that black hole.
Me too.
So, home?
Yep.
It feels good to be home.
Yeah, it does.
The stars don't seem so far away anymore.
No, but there sure are a lot of them.
Yeah. We still have to figure out that last answer. Why is our Earth so special a place?
Well, let's think. Earth is a good temperature. Not too hot, not too cold.
Mm-hmm.
And there's lots of water here. That's a good thing.
Yep.
And the atmosphere is not poisoned, so that's good.
Yeah. And you know, of all the places we saw in the universe, Earth is the only place where there are trees and dogs and frogs and crickets and flowers and tigers and eagles and people. So even though it's pretty tiny compared to the universe and all, it's still really amazing.
Right. I guess Earth is special because it's the only place in the whole universe that feels like home.
It is home.
Yeah.
Alrighty, summer campers and other public guests, we're glad that you enjoyed the show. Summer campers, please remain seated. We are going to allow the public guests, you guys can exit first.